This is GNN, the Global News Network, reporting the truth for as long as the Earth has been spinning. This is GNN, the Global News Network, reporting the truth for as long as the Earth has been spinning.
And a good afternoon, a good evening, whatever it might be for you. Welcome to GNN. This is the place for the truth because we've been reporting it since as long as the Earth has been spinning. I am your host, Norm Al. To my right, to your left, is the great Alexander Truth. Alexander, welcome to today. Thank you for... the mask should be... Yeah, over there we go. Welcome to today. Go ahead.
I apologize for that. Sorry for not following CDC protocol and guideline. I'm just... I've been having some... I feel fine. I'm just having issues breathing. It's fine, though. I feel totally fine. But
you spent a lot of time this morning in the restroom, but you're all right.
Oh, I spent all morning in the restroom. Yeah. I haven't slept in about 4 days. I've been constantly in and out of the bathroom. I've been putting sheets in the bathtub and just kind of laying there. So I'm next to the toilet so I can just vomit into there. But
good.
Other than that, I feel totally fine. Other than the vomiting and the rectal bleeding.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure it's fine. It's normal.
The rectal bleeding. I've had that for a while. But I'm just a little, in a good mood. But recently the George Floyd statue in New York City was defaced, and for me it's hard to come here because I know we've had racial tensions on the show with some of David's outlandish thoughts, but that's what we like, Dave.
Hey,
and that's what,
listen, I'm past that. I went to my classes. Let it go, Alex. Let it go.
Well, it's nothing. It's unforgettable.
I think it's horrible that this statue was vandalized. Tell us about it, Alex.
Yeah, I think so too.
Let me get a screen share here. Let me share.
By the way, we also have Baller Dave on my far right.
Thanks, guys.
I really feel I'm really double protected from you with both panels in between us. Like I'm a little close to Alex for comfort.
So for people that don't understand why Norm and I don't have masks on, we're only next to one person. Alex is next to two.
Yes.
I'm a super spreader. I'm in the super spreader position. A lot of people don't understand that.
And we figured if Alex is next to two, he's wearing a mask. It's like we're next to nobody.
Yep. Double protected, triple protected. Go ahead, Mr. Stein. Tell us about the unfortunate events.
Well, I'll tell you all about it. It's just we have this skateboarder, and there was a time when skateboarders or something. I thought they were cool guys. I thought they're the guys that would do tricks or whatever, Tony Hawk. But now it looks like these skateboarders are, absolutely criminals. So can you see it? I don't know if you can see.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I should get on this. Okay. Oops, you're on now. You're sharing now.
Okay, let's see. Let's watch this video. It's absolutely heartbreaking. Let's see. I don't think. Okay, there we go. So there's no audio. So look at this guy. He's walking around the park. He's looking kind of sketchy. He has a Tim Pool. People are saying this might be Tim Pool. Look, he puts on his backpack where he had supposedly the paint. So he planned this. So this is a hate crime. And this guy is still on the lam. They're looking for him. There's the New York. They spent over $1 million resources trying to find him. That's what he did. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, he came on it.
I don't know if we can say it like that on the show, but he definitely made a declaration that was inappropriate and had a sexual connotation. I will agree with you on that. But this
okay, I get it.
You see what I'm saying, Norm? There's sexual connotations over this, but there are a lot of children watching this show. I do run a daycare, so all the daycare children are.
I mean, he came near it and then released paint.
He did release a load of paint. He released a warm load of paint that he warmed up so it'd be more viscous. Yeah.
So much of it went over his head. If you watch,
I guess theoretically he gave George Floyd a facial, but George Floyd was in pornography. This isn't George Floyd's first facial experience.
So I thought you were bringing up that episode. It's like, don't do that.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying this isn't the first or the last. I mean, this isn't the first time George Floyd.
It's disgusting. Why would you do that to an angel?
He's the most important civil rights person in the history of our lifetime. Nobody will ever, have a bigger impact on social justice than this man right here. And they're just going to deface him, and they're just going to torment us. And this is the symbolism of hate, the domestic terror that we have to fight every day.
I almost got in a fight with somebody once who was wearing a shirt that said "Free Derek Chauvin."
Disgusting. He deserves life under the jail, death penalty, in my opinion.
Yeah, domestic terrorist times 3 or 4. Man, yeah, that is certainly defaced.
Absolutely terrible. Okay, and then on top of that, guys, I had a very eventful morning. I want to show, if I can show you guys this.
Oh, this is great.
I went this morning to the Dallas Parks and Rec Center because they recently had an LGBTQ event, and it was a very gay event, but the the trans was not well represented, and actually one of Deca was misgendered. So we'll watch this 3-minute clip.
She cried to me for 45 minutes.
Yeah, it was terrible. Should be walking in right now.
With that, I invite our first speaker, and two speakers have taken the option to come in person, and they will be given the limited size of this room. They will be coming to the room as they make their statement. With that, I invite Mr. Alan Stein, who will be here in person and will be making his statement.
Yeah, I had planned a 3-minute speech. I don't know, can they see me? I don't know if they can. Can the camera see me?
Can you see Mr. Stein?
You guys see me?
Yeah, they couldn't see me very well.
Yeah, and I had planned a 3-minute speech. I don't know why it's a minute 30, but ladies and gentlemen of the Parks and Rec Department, I want to start off by applauding you for holding this recent LGBTQIA event at the Reverend Sean Recreation Center on September 18th. I gave you copies of the official Parks and Rec flyer. This event is incredibly important because representation of LGBTQIA people is scarce. People that are marginalized and victims of intersectionality based on their race and or gender identity are not afforded the same events as cisgender peers. As a parent of 2 transgender children, Jack and Alex, they're 9 and 11 years old, so I'm very aware.
It might be a little too fast. Hold on, let me slow it down. It's only and a half. We can watch.
They're 9 and 11. They've been 9 and 11 for a while.
Yeah, Jack and Alex are both 9 and 11 years old, and they're both openly gay. Here, we'll get it.
Are they going to just go ahead and
virtual reality world
identify as 9 and 11 and just stay there?
They might. It depends, but one of them wants to start drinking pretty soon, so she might start identifying as 22. Actually,
Smart.
Decca. Yeah.
Smart.
So
You
I can't say anything. Yeah,
No.
I can't say anything, unfortunately.
No.
using their Oculus headsets that we got on Amazon Prime Day. My trans children aren't invited to a lot of events because of the social stigma of transitioning at a young age. Unfortunately, though, at this event, there were some microaggressions that triggered a life-changing
There were a lot of microaggressions
that ended in Child Protective Services picking up both my children, Decca and Alex, outside of my wrecked Tesla, next to the Olive Garden and Technology Boulevard. This Saturday morning started with our usual keto breakfast of eggs and bacon because Decca and Alex are both trying to lose weight, so they're doing keto. The event had a 10 a.m. start time, so we're up early. Decca and Alex
They're both on a diet trying to lose weight.
That's good for them.
glamorous Christian Dior dresses that we got in an estate sale in Highland Park. And they both had eye makeup they purchased from the Kylie Jenner cosmetic kit. So it's absolutely ludicrous to think that 2 young children, both in dresses and flamboyant eye makeup, could be misgendered as a boy. But unfortunately, that is exactly what took place at this event. And I'm personally holding the city of Dallas responsible for the trauma that occurred for Decca and Alex. Although both my 9 and 11-year-olds are openly gay, and the party was definitely gay enough, but the misrepresentation of gender and the misrepresentation of tea in the restaurants and the restaurants. Well, I just one more second.
How rude.
And because of this, guys, I have to denounce my public health participation. I'm just saying, you guys misgender trans people.
They did.
And this is why I'm denouncing my public health membership. I'm throwing this my towel in. That's my public health vest. I will never be a part of this city. You guys are aggressive to trans people. You guys need to treat trans people better. They need to treat trans people better.
They do. That's exactly what they need to do.
Nice job. Nice job. So you don't identify as a Dallas resident anymore.
No, and they thought this was so funny. They thought it was so funny. They're all
You guys need to
giggling.
treat
They
trans
were all
people better.
giggling after
Don't
I
smile.
left.
It's not funny. It's not funny.
They're all
to smile,
smiling and snickering like something was funny. I don't know why they thought that was funny.
Quit smiling. It's not funny.
So yeah, that's what happened today. Absolutely, ludicrous. But what are you gonna do? And then we really got to talk about this. Now, this is the true story of all stories. The best story of all time. Now he's turned a Playboy model, gracing the cover of the publication's digital issue this month. Playboy has made history by featuring its first ever gay male cover star on the front of its October 2021 issue.
Get out of town. That is so brave of them.
This is
Super
awesome. Look at this. Look how awesome it is. This is it. So this is the first. Look how beautiful he is. First gay cover boy. And
I
honestly,
had no idea.
yeah, I've always wanted a cover boy. Like a kid, I was always jealous of the cover girl.
Oh my God.
I was like, if I transition, maybe I could become a cover girl. And now I can be a cover boy. So this is just progress in the right direction.
I
Are you happy about that, Dave?
So happy.
don't know what to say.
Dave, didn't you used to collect those when you were young?
Used to have them in the clubhouse.
did.
Used to have them in the clubhouse.
I did. I mean, I had to have the courage to go into the store and buy them, and I'd end up buying like a whole bunch of other things. And let me get a New York Times. Let me get this. Let me get that. Oh, and the Playboy.
I'll take one of those too for my dad.
Oh, so you
Yeah,
did
and
the
one of those
mix-in
too.
trick. So you did the mix-in. Yeah.
I
you
end up
mixed it
getting a
in.
whole bunch of stuff, and then kind of mixing it all together.
Well, wouldn't it be awesome if one of those was a Playboy with a boy on it? I mean, this is putting the boy in Playboy, which is really what has been missing the whole time, in my
I
opinion.
never understood why they called it Playboy. Now it makes perfect sense.
It came full circle. Sorry,
It's
I keep
really-
saying came.
Yeah, we gotta stop.
It come full circle. No, that's not right either.
No, we gotta stop.
I'll think of something.
Okay, and then we got to talk about this, guys. People are giving Justin Trudeau, they're mocking him because he's using the latest sexual identity acronym, which is actually, let me show you guys this. This might be easier if I view it like this. So this is the new sexual acronym, 2SLGBTQQIA+. That is a new way to identify people. So let me show you, if we can go down here. This is it. People across the country are lighting candles to honor Indigenous women, girls, and 2SLGBTQQIA+ people who are missing or have been murdered. We must continue to work together, raise awareness. And I'm sorry, my chest is just feels like it's on fire a little bit. Advocate to end this is ongoing national tragedy. So what does the acronym stand for? The latest sexual identity acronym stands for
Hey, you forgot intersex.
Two-spirit, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, questioning, intersex, and asexual, and all the other sexual orientations and gender.
Makes perfect
Two-spirit.
sense.
It makes perfect sense. There's nothing I've read that makes more sense than this. Two-spirit refers to a person who identifies as having both a masculine and a feminine spirit, which is me. I'm two-spirit.
Oh, you're two-spirit.
I'm two-spirit, yes. And that is used by
You
some
did get to
indigenous
decide. That's when you get to decide if you're wearing, Reebok sneakers, guy, high heel pumps, girl.
That's when I put on the thong. I'm a girl. And
But
I'll
could
throw
you
it in my
also could you
thong.
wear the high heel pumps and still consider yourself a man? Yes.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Sometimes
Okay,
I
just make
do.
sure.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, I
I mean,
figured
I
that.
still got to wear the. Yeah, that's part of the deal. It's a confusing situation, but life's supposed to be complicated. Life's a complex thing. So the sexual identities acronym includes the number and letter 2S, which stands for two spirit, which is what I am. It refers to a person who identifies as having both a masculine and feminine spirit, and it's used by some indigenous North Americans to describe their sexual identity. However, Trudeau's inclusion of the acronym sparked controversy on Twitter, with many people mocking the prime minister, joking that it was a typo. And British rapper,
I think why pull the mask away from your mouth? I mean, it should be right up against it when you cough. That's the point of it.
It's because I guess the
You pull it
fibers
out
are
here, and it's blowing it right towards both of our shields here. This one.
I know. I apologize. I'm just getting so lightheaded, and I can't. It's hard for me to take in proper air with it, but I like wearing it. It feels good wearing it. I'm just feeling very lightheaded, and just hard to read the words.
You know that the oxygen levels at like 80 or whatever percent is a myth. You don't need nearly as much oxygen as they used to tell us. Carbon dioxide is actually better for your health.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Are you kidding? I love getting strangled. That's part of the deal too. That's part of the. I mean, yeah, everybody likes that. So yeah, just a lot of people are making fun of Justin Trudeau, and I really just do not like that. And then look at this. Well, I guess we can talk about that in 2 seconds. But let me show you this. Moderna. This is so awesome, guys. Is that my audio that you're hearing?
I don't think it's mine.
There you go. There you go.
Thank you.
Sorry about that. Moderna, look how awesome this is. Moderna's founders make their debut on the Forbes top 400 richest people in America list.
Nice.
After cashing in on the pandemic with the COVID vaccine. So this is awesome.
God bless them. I mean, without them, we would all be dead by now.
You know, last year they only made $8 million in sales, and then this year, $3.5 billion. There you go.
Yeah, 3 billionaires with stake in Moderna. Co-founders Nubar Afin and Robert Langer and investor Tim Springer made it onto Forbes' list of the 400 richest Americans this year after their company put out one FDA-approved COVID vaccine. Each of the men is worth over $3.5 billion, and they were added to Forbes' list on Tuesday based on SEC documents, stock prices from September, and other financial goods. And then look at this. Trump is out of Forbes' list. Did you guys see this? This is the biggest news. So for decades, Trump has been in. Trump fought to climb the Forbes list. Now he's off it.
What?
Yes, in 1982.
Never liked the guy.
Oh,
Well, look at it. 1982, when Forbes magazine launched its rich list, a compilation of the 400 wealthiest Americans, young Donald Trump made the coveted roster, but only to reflect that he held some ill-defined portion of his family real estate fortune. So he's a liar.
wow.
Look at this. The publicity-hungry developer launched a decades-long campaign to gain a permanent position on the list, claiming an ever-ballooning net worth that would push him up the ranks of one of the nation's richest people. Trump said that was how people keep score in life. This week, for the first time in more than a quarter century, Forbes dropped Trump from the list entirely, reporting that the former president is now worth about $2.5 billion.
That's it? Weak.
That's it.
Weak.
I know he's poor. He needs to go get a job.
Because he doesn't
Probably
pay his taxes or anything.
and he didn't take any money as president. He gave it all away to the troops or something terrible like that.
And he hires
Why would
nothing but Mexicans and pays them pennies.
No, it's absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, so Trump's not on the list, but we gotta give it to Moderna, the Moderna founder. So Moderna's COVID vaccine.
Gotta love
It's awesome news. Thank you. The companies that are doing the right things are the ones that are deserving.
If you want to donate any money, you can go to Cash App, $Moderna, RIP, and also Venmo's the same thing.
And of course, I have some goofy articles, and maybe we can show one of your articles, and we'll come back as I have a bunch.
Sure.
But let me show you this. Look how goofy this article. Bad grandpa tees off. A 91-year-old is arrested for punching his neighbor, 46, twice in the face at Florida Country Club because Gardner wouldn't get off his lawn. So look at this guy, a 91-year-old man.
Socked him, man. Just didn't even give a fuck. I mean, care. Didn't give a care.
They didn't give a care in the world, Norm. And this is what it's all about, Norm. A 91, I'd applaud this guy, buffoon of the day, because, listen, if I was 91, I hope that I'm still throwing bows like that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I want to be knocking people out. You know, we do have to take a commercial break. You want to take a pause for that?
Yes, for sure.
We'll pause. We'll be right back. This is a commercial break. Enjoy. We'll see you in a second.
Hey, how's it going? Can I just see your vaccine passport?
Excuse me? This is Vicky. Like some people in York Region, Vicky has a few issues with the new vaccine passport.
This is discrimination. You're all sheeple.
At this point, Vicky has two options: leave the establishment or escalate the situation. Ooh, I was hoping she wouldn't do that. Now I have to get involved. Disagreeing with the new measures is not a crime. It's your right. But harassment, causing a disturbance, and outright violence, now that's another matter. So let's work together and don't be like Vicky.
All right, welcome back. This is GNN. We've been telling you the truth for as long as the Earth has been spinning, which is a very, very, very long time. I do have a news story I wanted to bring up. I don't know if you guys saw this one. Quite exciting. And we're going to turn this off and this. Oh, there we go. That there's a four-legged whale with a raptor-like eating style that we've discovered. And I mean, just think, evolution now is just taking shape. This is why science is true, whether or not you believe in it. We can tell you years ago that evolution is true. Maybe don't have some of the evidence yet. Give us some time to find it. Well, now we found the whale that had four legs. And if we kind of read this, just so you can see about it, a team led by some Egyptian scientists, they dug up a 43 million year old fossil, which is cool. They dated it. And
Cool.
yeah, and a whale with legs, right. The authors of the study say that the creature had unique features of the skull and that its mandibles suggest a capacity for more efficient oral mechanical processing. So you could tell by this jawbone right here what it was for. And in other words, these walking whales had a strong raptorial feeding style. We discovered how fierce and deadly its powerful jaws are capable of tearing a wide range of prey. This whale was a god of death to most of the animals that lived in this area. The new whale is called the Phimoscetus anubis. Makes sense, which is named after the god Anubis. And was likely a top predator at the time, similar to what a killer whale is today. So whales, it turns out, used to be herbivores, deer-like terrestrial mammals, the scientists write. Over the span of about 10 million years, they turned into carnivorous creatures in the ocean. The discovery of the four-legged creature is part of that evolution. So, I mean, that's exciting. That's really exciting. And then, you want to do sports? Get sports out of there.
Sure,
Okay.
we gotta get sports.
Go ahead.
I guess we'll do sports. I just wanted to go on an up note and honor one of the greatest women in news. Do you want to do that now?
Let's do it after sports. I know who you're talking about, and I want to get ready for that as well.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is sports with your sports reporter, Chris Crum. Enjoy. Here we go. Nope. There we go. Enjoy.
First off,
that's not Chris Crum. There we go.
Hey, Alexander.
What's the matter?
No, he's still sharing, so I'm having a hard time seeing the screen.
Alexander, stop sharing.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very kindly.
NBA and NFL is at the start of what could be an amazing season. I say could if these selfish, stupid players stop being divas and whining about their body and their choice. Most athletes are known for their high intelligence and knowledge of global issues. That's why most had no problem rolling up their sleeve for the good of the team. And by team, I mean mankind. Yes! But some didn't buckle without a fight. Mike Tyson says that he got it, but didn't do it willingly. Oh, trust me, Mike. This flu season, you won't regret it. Andrew Wiggins also caves into doing what is obviously right. But there are still some stupid, selfish, ignorant, air-polluting, grandma-killing sports stars that are ruining it for everyone. Lots of talk about Kyrie Irving.
Has become the face of a vocal minority of prominent NBA stars, voicing their hesitancy toward the COVID-19 vaccine. The All-Star guard, who serves as vice president of the Players Union that blocked the NBA's effort to impose a vaccine mandate, has sparked backlash from health experts and basketball legends for refusing to get vaccinated.
Not to mention, he thinks the world is flat.
What?
But Buffalo Bills wide receiver Cole Beasley has been catching the most heat. He's been fined for not wearing a mask, refuses to get vaxxed, and says, quote, "I'd rather retire than get vaxxed." Well, sounds like your wish may come true. Recently, his fans showed them how they truly feel.
It's interesting. The wide receiver posted on Twitter that people right behind the bench yelled at him to get vaccinated. Here's the tweet that he posted earlier today. Only place I get booed at is at our home stadium. Then some of the same people want me to take pictures and sign autographs. I thought Bills fans were the best in the world. Where'd they go if the vaccine
Alexander,
works?
pull up your mask, please.
People need to be protected from unvaxxed. Well, to be clear, we know what the science says, and we know what health experts tell us.
We sure do. It's not safe to go inside sporting events.
I'm not even going that far.
But couldn't that break up a team?
Listen, I'm not even going that far, Alan.
All right.
What I'm saying is, if a guy like Cole Beasley ends up being the outbreak player and he makes us miss a game, not miss a game check, I am going to punch him in the face.
Wow,
do you understand what I'm telling you?
I do.
I have a more. If you are a player that's not vaccinated, and especially if we figure out you were out hanging out, you did something wrong, you didn't have protocol, like when Gobert rubbed the mic and it was all fun and games, I am going to punch you in the face repeatedly, and I won't from you to replace the money that I lost because you were being reckless.
All right, let's see how reckless he has been in our Reckless Breakdown.
Cole Beasley run out of bounds around the 10.
All right, as you can see, there's Beasley, and his COVID breath is going in all directions here. Over by the stands. Break it down again.
Super
Beasley
spreader.
Again. Got a COVID bug here. You got a COVID bug there. They're everywhere, folks. What's up?
That's as a receiver.
All right, let's try to watch the game.
Your screen. Pressure coming.
You can barely. What is this?
Cole Beasley.
I mean, you can barely even watch the game. There's so much COVID everywhere because of this guy. It's out of control. I mean, what are we gonna do, folks? All right, well, that's sports. Back to you guys, Norm, Alex, and Baller Dave.
Another fantastic sports story from Chris Crum. He is our sports reporter and occasionally does signing for other shows. Thank you, Mr. Crum. And let's see here. Go ahead. Now we want to do a segment that we, praise today's leading women, because without them, none of us would be here. I hope you guys realize that.
I agree. Yeah, I know. We all came out of a vagina, so that's why we all have to like them,
So
not all people need to like them.
Well,
if you could bring up my screen, Leanna Wen, I just want to profess my love for you. Every time I see your face, you have a beautiful smile, the way you pronunciate your words.
It's so cool. It's so cool.
She's saying in Los Angeles from November 4th, people 12 plus have to be vaccinated to enter restaurants, bars, gyms, movie theaters, nail salons, and other indoor facilities.
Yes.
Excellent. Other cities need to follow suit, and we need to secure a reliable proof of vax system. Enough of these paper, iPhone pictures and things. We need something that registers with a national, worldwide database. What do you guys think about that?
Absolutely.
I agree, yeah.
And then just another quote by her, phenomenal thing out of her mouth. CNN's Leanna Wen, the unvaccinated should not be allowed to their homes. She equates it to drunk drivers, right? You shouldn't be allowed to drunk drive, and it's the same thing. You should not be allowed to leave your home unless you are vaccinated. Amazing.
I agree.
She's so special to me.
She's the best. She's the best public health representative there ever was and ever will be. I'm so grateful for her.
And all of her fine work, with the Boston bombing too. She was right there on the front lines. Amazing.
Her
woman.
husband was there too. She thought her husband was going to be brought into the emergency room.
No, don't mention her husband, because honestly, I have a fantasy about her. When I see her, I actually get engorged, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
why can't her husband join in with you guys and do a little menage a trois?
Is that not LBGQIRPFQNZ?
Oh no, it's one of them.
No, that's one of them.
All right,
it's one of the main ones. That's one of the most important ones.
And while I'm sharing a quick European Japanese mission to Mercury sent back photos of the planet's cratered surface.
Wow, let me see.
Amazing.
I want to see of Mercury. That's crazy.
Yeah, very similar to our moon, which makes you really wonder, Mercury has phases like our moon, so it's must be being lit up by our sun, and amazing, just amazing.
NASA's incredible.
All of this space stuff, and you know what? People say, that's fake. How could they fake it? Look, you can see part of the craft.
Doesn't make any sense.
You can see part of the craft. Look at it.
Yeah, you can't fake that. Look, you can see the little.
Yeah, but what would be the point? Why would they lie? Why would they lie?
Yeah, well, everyone, they can't even keep a little secret in the White House,
right?
With Clinton, how would they keep this a secret? Unbelievable that people fall for this.
I'm pretty sure if you do a study on it, anytime there's more than 3 people involved in a lie, it always gets found out. There's never been a lie of 4 people that has not been found out.
Yep. Absolutely.
So,
proof.
Well, I have some other articles I need to share.
I'm sharing. Here we go.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Let me get this.
Oh, you got I saw something on your face. Maybe it's just a artifact of the compression.
I think my nose is just bleeding a little bit. It's not that.
Alexander, can you pull up your mask, please? I'm feeling a little uncomfortable.
His nose is bleeding though.
Lift it. Yeah, it's okay. Just put. I don't want blood. Just underneath the mask, please.
It's just if I can, it dries it out. If I can get some air to it, if I cover it up, it continues to run.
I'll call the GNN. You want me to call him right now, Dave?
Yeah, I'm having an issue.
Okay. I mean, it's just all right. Hold on. Okay, well, let's watch this.
He's
video
not wearing them. Oh, he is. Never mind.
Well, look at this, guys. Everybody's been getting defending teachers, but look at this teacher not following COVID protocol.
Which one's the teacher? Oh.
Yeah, the teacher's the one with the red hair. If you can.
Yeah.
Cool.
Come on, of course it's the one with the red hair.
That's cool. I didn't have any teachers like that.
How could you not know that was a teacher?
That teacher should be executed.
Don't get it twisted. Get out my. You get out mine. Get out my.
Oh my God.
Oh, she's breathing on her.
Assault with a deadly weapon. How dare she breathe on her?
Pause it for a second. Pause it for a second.
Hold on. Let me pause it right.
Oh, it doesn't let me do it. I thought it would let me do it. Oh, sorry.
I don't care. I don't care. You get out.
Oh, she's breathing.
You get out mine.
And that's just on her. There's four innocent people around her. Look at the girl that's sitting in between them.
I don't care. You get out.
Wow.
Wow.
You know what happens? She goes home, talks to her grandparents. Grandparents are gone.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, this girl's grandparents are dead for sure. Huh.
I'd put them in quarantine for at least 6 months.
That's a good teacher, but I mean, I'm saying she was a good teacher, and then she probably started watching some Alex Jones videos. So speaking of teachers, this is why, guys, there's a new trend that's going around. It's called New TikTok Trend Involves Slapping Teachers. Latest craze comes after viral videos saw students trashing school bathrooms and sparks demands from officials for to crack down on dangerous content.
Alex, pull up your mask, please.
Sorry.
Do you have other masks too, or do you use the same one every day?
I'm not sure. I've been going through a lot of them.
Okay, good.
So here, let's watch this new trend. Let's see.
This kind of behavior will not be tolerated. Well, there's concern from educators across central Alabama about these school TikTok challenges. There's a list circulating online that has a challenge for each month on the social media platform. The challenge for the month of October, slap a teacher. The Jefferson County District Attorney Danny Carr is weighing in on this TikTok challenge. He says students who participate could face a list of ramifications from being kicked out of school to a felony conviction.
You know, your life changes before it ever gets started. Wow. So there are long-lasting effects other than meeting that challenge or the one moment of laughter. There are long-lasting effects that kids need to be aware of, and families need to sit down and talk to their kids about it.
Here in Jefferson County, I reached out to Superintendent Dr. Walter Gonsolin, and he sent me a statement saying that this kind of behavior is not going to happen in Jefferson County. They're not going to tolerate it.
That's
and he
not
says that if students are caught participating
they're not going to tolerate
in
this. But guys, now we have the most important thing ever. We have a new flag. I don't know if you guys can see this, but the new designs of the flag. These are the first mock-ups that we have. I don't know. Can you guys see that? Oh, shoot.
Oh, it's about time we got rid of that stupid flag.
Oh, why did I do that? Hold on. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys can see that very well. So we have the white, we have the horizontal stripes with 3 blue and then red, 3 red, and then that making a pink in the middle.
Why not do a rainbow?
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
I think you could, because red, white, and blue, we can just include those in the rainbow.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. These are pretty good. My favorite is the blurry one because that would blurred? Well, it's because America.
Oh, it's racist. I get it.
Exactly. You know, we got to really hide that was even ever our flag. And then I like this one. This is 20 pieces of other flags that we've had in the past that just form a non-cohesive flag of just kind of like looks like a collage of a bunch of garbage, which I like.
But I like that.
I like thrifting. Yeah, I think
the one I don't like though is you're right. The blurred out one. I couldn't believe, first time we have such a racist president.
What about the one
I saw nothing but flags out there.
Well, I got to say, the middle one's the best one. That's the Kanye West-inspired designed one. That one is officially sponsored by Adidas, and it's only going to have a small Adidas logo on it. So, and they're actually going to donate it to the United States, and the proceeds are going to go to Afghanistan refugees resettling in Chicago, Illinois.
Alexander, will you pull up your mask, please, or put another mask on?
Oh, I'm kind of out of mask, and I was just the temperature gun. I think my temperature is like in the hundreds.
Pull it up, Alex.
All right. Okay.
Do you have a temperature gun there?
I have a temperature gun. Yeah.
Check because I'm supposed to report you if you're over 101.
It says something like, I don't know. What does it say? Hold on. Oh, shoot.
It's not at your forehead there.
I can't. It's hard to aim it at myself and have it on the screen. Oh, I'm 99 degrees, 99.6.
You're lucky. You're lucky.
I'm 100 right there. I was just 100. I'm 100.
No, but 101 is 101. 101 will have problems. So that's all right. Go take an ice bath.
Oh,
you should be fine. Ice bath and you'll be just fine. I promise you. I got a couple things to show you. Let me bring them up. Alexander, keep your mask on though, please. I don't want Dave to ask you again.
I apologize.
It's getting a little ridiculous, if you ask me.
I apologize.
Are you gonna get that checked out, or are you gonna get another booster? Are you gonna get another booster tomorrow, like on schedule?
I've had 6 boosters, so I have 479% protection. So I'm starting to think this is some sort of
maybe right.
I think this is some sort of like walking pneumonia at this point, which is fine. I mean, it's not, as long as it's not lying down pneumonia, so it's just fine.
Let's start out with this story, which is probably I don't know, because I keep hearing from flat earthers. I don't know why they think they need to talk to this show. We don't care. But on the other hand, you see a story like this, you're like, idiot flat earthers. Qantas, I believe yesterday, or maybe the day before, they planned this 15,000 kilometer, which is about 9,000 mile flight from Buenos Aires to Darwin. And they were able to do it, of course. And you can see them here landing. Everybody's very excited. Here's a video of them from the cockpit flying over Antarctica. So you can see now they didn't go. It's the way that the flight plan draws it out. They just kind of skirted the edge of it, but still, it's the same as crossing. It doesn't matter if you skirt the edge or cross over the middle, or if you go to the middle and then come back. Doesn't matter. So just really cool. And I don't think further things need to be discussed on that, because if we can take flights of a certain distance, and we know those distances are facts because how could they not be? And Alexander, you want to get out of my lap? Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Appreciate that. Thank God you had your mask on. I'll tell you that much. Let's go with see here. Now, this is just some nonsense going on. I mean, these people are out of their house. Why? Not wearing masks, protesting. Let's have a listen.
You mask your child. You're a child abuser. Ron DeSantis even admitted. Look at the 1918 Spanish flu. They didn't die of Spanish flu. They died of bacterial pneumonia.
Liar.
On the NIH government website. Look it up.
Liar.
They want your children.
It's also
I agree with that. Yep. So, she's saying it's child abuse for you to put masks on your children. No, it's not. They're your children. Do whatever you want. And then the person yells back, it's child abuse for you to be here yelling at the children, which it is.
You know what? And little children are sometimes so mean. They might stick their tongue out, make a face, a mean face. Now that's all removed. They can't do these hurtful faces to other children. This is a blessing.
It's a blessing in disguise, absolutely.
No, telling the children the truth is a good thing.
Look at these. Patriots disobey tyrants? No, they don't. Patriots listen to tyrants and do exactly what they say. That's when you know you're part of, you're a patriot. I mean, if you believe in the United States, trust the United States, whatever comes from the government down, you enact that and you are a part of it, and that's how you show your patriotism. That's what I do.
They've been propaganda.
Lions, not sheep. Yeah. Lions, not sheep.
Lions, not sheep is right. We need, like that. They're the liars, the ones that are spreading the misinformation. They should be charged in the court of law, according to Don Lemon, for spreading misinformation. They need to be in jail, in my opinion.
Quickly. We don't have a lot of time here.
My choice. Yeah, well,
So now she's telling this lady about the wearing the mask, and the man, she's yelling back, it's my choice, it's my child, it's my choice. It's like, yeah, I totally agree. If I want to put a mask on my child, but it's not really, it's my choice as long as the choice is what the school is telling me, and Dr. Fauci. So that's where it gets a little.
You better respect my choice. You're propagandizing.
I get a little confused on the respecting of who are we supposed to respect their choice? Everybody? I think it is everybody.
It's just like, as Liana says, she's so wonderful. It's like drunk driving. It's your choice. If you want to drunk drive, you shouldn't be drunk driving. Don't leave your home.
Just stay there. And you can get drunk there, though?
Yeah.
Because it's, I get it. I guess what she's saying, though, is kind of confusing, because then I heard about some places in Florida where they're kicking people out of their house if they're not vaccinated. So she wants them in the house, but then they're going to be kicked out. So ultimately, why don't they just take the vax? This is what I don't understand. It is clearly the job of the unprotected to protect those of us who protected ourselves with a vaccine that doesn't necessarily protect us, but as long as the unprotected are blamed for everything that happens to the protected, then it will be clear that the protected are the ones who did exactly what they were told and should be rewarded for that. I think we should all make $1 million. I don't know why they're doing these
I
raffles.
think everybody should look at the government as like your parents or grandparents. They're here to look out over you. They have the knowledge, they have the power, and how would you survive without government?
Yeah, you can't. It's impossible.
You couldn't. We'd all be like,
who's going to make a road outside of my house?
Yeah.
No.
Do we need to wrap up the show?
Yeah. I think he's taking
maybe
a nap.
Send someone over to Alex.
Do you think that we should even mention? Oh, he's back. He's all right.
Oh, you're good.
I'm just taking a nap. I'm just taking a nap. I'm feeling a little lightheaded. I apologize. For that. I didn't realize I fell asleep.
I got a text message here from GNN, and they said tell Alex to take naps after the show, just so you know.
Oh, I've been. I know.
I told him
losing a lot of blood. I've been losing lots of blood. So it's hard for me.
Here's what happens when you become one of these anti-vaxxers. Basically, within a month, you'll look like this guy. So you might start out looking like David Beckham. Within a month, you look like this guy, and this guy has been accused of killing his pharmacist brother. And he told his mother that he wanted to confront his brother over him administering the COVID vaccines. So what did he do? He just went in there and just killed him. And this is what happens when you become an anti-vaxxer. You fall down the rabbit hole. You start thinking certain events didn't happen and that the news doesn't report the truth. Ladies and gentlemen, I told you last week. I'll tell you again. The news is true whether or not you believe in it. Okay? That's the way it goes. So this I feel so bad for this mother and the pharmacists that are no longer here because of the anti-vaxxer. I'm sure he voted for Trump, guarantee. Drives a truck, American flag, and used to like the Dixie Chicks. So this is what happens.
The Dixie Chicks are still good, right? I thought they're okay because now they're just the chicks.
Yeah, you can like them if you like, but I still think there's a little bit of racist undertones.
They dropped the Dixie though. Goodbye Earl was a good song. Goodbye.
How many of those girls are black?
That's true. I think only one.
Horrible.
Yeah, well, there's just it's white privilege. I mean, it doesn't impress me that your white privilege got you a CD deal. Big deal.
Yeah, big deal. That's true.
It just
white
doesn't
is
seem
not right.
No, it's dangerous actually. Dave, did you have anything further? We talked about the whale. Yes, got that.
That's it. I'm just gonna go look up for some more Leanna interviews because
so
that
awesome.
just makes my day. The world is such an amazing place. The economies are coming back. People are the employment is up.
Back to work.
It's amazing what's going on in this world, and I just want to really enjoy it.
I went to get some peaches and plums yesterday. I was in line. The guy in front of me, wearing a mask, of course. Yeah, so good. Such a good guy. Turned around and said, he's looking, I'm holding a bunch of peaches and plums. He's like, that's going to cost you $75, I'm like, yeah, things are getting a little bit rough out there, huh? And he's like, yep. And I blame Republicans. He said, like, oh, yeah? Yeah, it's the Republicans' fault that, what's going on. I just thought he was right on point.
Because they kept putting.
I got one more racial undertone thing that we need to watch. This woman. This is very important. I think you can learn a little bit from this, Dave.
Please, we need to.
This is a little humility. I'm not sure if you guys can see it yet. Maybe it's screen there.
Are you sharing? There you go.
I can see it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
now we got it. This one and this one off.
Let's see this.
I'm not going to say I'm sorry to them because they kept pushing at it. So, and that's all I'd really like to say.
What about your use of the N-word?
I used that word because they forced me into it.
You never forced that.
Do you see how that's incredibly offensive?
Yes, I do. That's why I said it. I would say it again to them.
She says she would use.
I'm not going to say I'm sorry to them.
Can you believe that?
Because
she said the N-word and she's not sorry about it. I mean,
what a disgusting human being.
That's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. And then this is the last thing. I have to read this article. This is one of the best articles I've ever read. And this is actually about Elon Musk.
Read it?
Well, you guys don't like it. I know you guys don't like when I read a little bit. We got to read a little bit about this story just real quick. So this is about, just really quick. This is the story of Grimes. Her name is Claire Boucher and William Gratz.
She's on the market.
Yeah, so this is her. This is her from 2009. Her and her boyfriend at the time, they tried to build a boat, and they wanted to float it down from Minnesota down the Mississippi River to New Orleans, and they were only able to get it to the other side of the lake.
Still impressive.
It's very impressive. So if anybody has the time, people should Google this article. It's one of the best articles. Here, let me just see how fast I can read it real quick. Just real quick. Claire Boucher and had their sights set on the southern reaches of the Mississippi River when they packed their chickens, a sewing machine, and 20 pounds of potatoes into a houseboat they crafted from scratch. Calling themselves Verushka and Zelda Zox, river names worthy of the grand adventure they envisioned, the young couple pushed off from the riverbank in North Minneapolis the first week of June. But their journey ended only a few miles downstream after engine trouble and a 3-week tangle with cops. The Minneapolis Park Police trailed them from riverbank to riverbank as Boucher and Gratz tried to get their boat in working order, often tying up to trees and hopping ashore to gather supplies from Craigslist stores. Now their vessel, the Velvet Glove cast in iron, is marooned in Minneapolis impound lot. The chickens were seized by animal control, and Boucher and Gratz, 23, have abandoned their hope of reliving and enduring the tradition of river lore. So I'm just saying, this is very sad about Grimes. I know we love Elon Musk, and we love like the symbolism of him going to space and being the space billionaire. But even everybody has humble beginnings. I think that's important to to reach out. That Grimes comes from a humble place, to say the least.
She's just a good girl. I'm really sad about what happened with her and Elon.
Yeah, I wanted them to stay together forever.
Oh, who didn't? Match made in heaven.
And for me and their kid had that cool name. So it's just really sad.
Can I show you guys something exciting real quick?
Oh, yes.
Just as I don't know if you've seen this yet. This is just an excellent way to get the word out about the vaccines. Let's
Alex, stop sharing.
Oh, yes.
He did. Oh, I see there. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
So they're driving around in this car.
Just a quick message from us. Today there's a pop-up vaccination center just at Henderson Valley Road. Come through and protect our fathers. Free hot chocolates, free coffee.
Free chocolates, free coffee, free cookies. Like, why would you not be vaccinated by now?
Come on, get out of our beds. Don't be lax and give back.
Don't be left with no vax. Get out of those beds. And I think that's just really important that we do this, because otherwise people are just going to stay home and they're not going to see how important it is. And for me, any kind of medical procedure that needs to be announced by driving cars up and down the street, that's the one that I want.
And you know what? If you are actually good at organizing and maybe made a little spreadsheet, found out where these centers are, what they're offering, I'm sure you can go get, feed yourself and finance yourself weekly by getting a vaccine. Get the $100, get the vax, get 2 donuts. Get the vax, get some coffee.
Get the donuts. Yeah. The donuts make you feel so good. I've been eating them every day. I've been eating them like a bunch of these donuts. They make me feel so good. Everybody should go get a donut. It makes you feel.
Wouldn't be giving them away for free if they weren't.
You don't seem to be doing that great, though. But I guess you're doing it.
They're the only things keeping me alive, I think, at this point.
That's true. All right. So this has been GNN. We're going to head over to the other side. Hold on one second, though, Alex. Can we wait till after the show to do that? By the way, could you real quick subscribe to our new channel? We're getting tired of doing the show every week on this channel, so we're gonna have our own channel. It is the GNN channel. Dave, can you drop that in the chat for me? Be very kind of you.
Okay, let me get it. Is it in the chat?
I put it in the Zoom chat, if you would.
Okay.
Be so kind. But on our way out, we're gonna play a nice little video, teaching children to sing about their love of masks, and I think that's very important. And we're going to attend to Alex. Don't worry. Don't call the station. They're just going to get mad at me for not doing my job.
He's fine. He may look bad, but he's vaxxed up. So he's fine.
I'm going to put it in the Rockfin chat on Telegram. And I'm going to also put it in the Rockfin chat. That's not correct. I need the other one. Did I give you the right one? It's a...
I didn't check it. I hope it's the right one.
I'm just noticing maybe it's not.
Let me see.
What is the one?
No, it's good.
Okay.
I got it. It's good.
Okay, we'll put it over here, and then we'll send it over there at Rockfin. And then we'll be back shortly, maybe in 20 minutes or for 25 minutes. Or there'll be another show called The Truth of Baby Show. Okay. Let's... oh, wait, what's going on here? Come on. I got the wrong thing up here on the screen. Oh, good. Nobody can see that. Makes it feel better. Let's go to here. And
all right,
2, 3. Here we go. So we're gonna do this, and then we'll head out. We'll see you guys next.
My favorite song. My favorite song. Really Bring it up.
We got to do this. All right, so we'll watch this, and then we'll see you guys next week on Thursday. And then
I don't see it.
It's over here. You happy now? We'll be at the Baby Truther show shortly after that. It's been fun.
Everybody sing along. So long.
Till next week. This has been GNN, the truest news that there's ever existed. We've been telling you the truth and reporting on it for as long as the Earth has been spinning. Talk to you guys soon. Till then, peace.
I wear a mask to school. I wear a mask to school. Hi ho the Dario, I wear a mask to school. It helps to keep me safe. It helps to keep me safe. Hi ho the Dario, it helps to keep me safe. It keeps my friends safe.
Yeah.
It keeps my friends safe.
Peace.
Hi ho the Dario, it keeps my friends safe. And let me see a hooray! Put your hands up.
We love Dr. Fauci.
Yay! Oh, those kids.
Dr. Wynn.
Lucky.
We love you.
So lucky.